And now we can be heard. We can be heard indeed. Yay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hello. I'm going to screen share with you just so you can see everything.
Yeah.
With the videos and stuff that we're doing, it's just easier if I screen share those so we can watch them together. Honestly, I did not pay attention to the first thing that we're going to talk about, so this is going to be my first time watching this trailer.
You know, I'm in the same boat. makes two.
All right, good. Yeah.
Do we do introductions?
There is introductions that will be happening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Anime Church, the church where you can cosplay and no one will judge you for it. That's right. We judge you for better things, like how much of an asshole you are. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
And I'm Fel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we just pulled him from the congregation. He doesn't have an official title yet. We haven't we kind of did this on the fly, guys. It's just what it is. So also, this is great having us together again. This is a rare treat because even behind the scenes, we haven't been together in a while. I missed you, buddy.
Let me be clear. Life has been it's been interesting. I don't want to say it's
No, I get you.
Interesting.
Indeed.
But
for those of you who are newer here, Fel is my co-writer and assistant director for all of season 1 of Slime.
Yes.
The episode 10 and episode 11 I kind of did on my own. And well, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
I've been slowly.
Fel is able to come back. Yeah, Fel is able to come back with me, which is funny because right when I have to write the episode that is closest to the actual anime, where we go really serious and really dark, I'm like, damn it. I'm sitting there watching I'm sitting here just watching the episodes going, okay, what do I want to cut? What do I not want to cut? Okay, how close do we want to follow things? And it just reminded me, like, after a certain point, and I can't spoil it for the audience because we're live, but like after a certain point, something happens with Rimuru, and the dialogue becomes very direct. Rimuru starts predicting everything that like should be happening. Like, so, like picking up on things, Rimuru's behavior is not very Rimuru-like, both for our version and the actual anime. Rimuru is like, it feels like Rimuru suddenly became way too smart and way too direct. and Rimuru just talks very bluntly about things. I love that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. We've got a bunch of silly stuff to talk about today. As for why things are a little bit, what is this pre-2020? Yeah, right.
I know, also, it's a reunite.
also Spider. I finished the Archon quests for Snezhnaya. Holy shit, the lore drops. Oh my god. We didn't get many answers, but we got some, and you know what? I'm very happy with those that we got. Also, finding out that Paimon is just canonically a 50-50 pull, that was a lot. Like when you don't get your 50, when you lose the 50-50 is kind of hilarious to me. Finding out that Paimon is canonically a 50-50 loss of a wish, which is the most non-spoiler way I can say it, but I love the community saying that. No, in my heart, Paimon is a 3-star pull that will eventually grow into a 5-star. That's the way I look at it. Yeah.
That is the dream.
That is the dream. Yeah. But yeah, for those of you who haven't played Snezhnaya, I want to go ahead and say, yes, I stopped streaming it because I've 100%ed almost everywhere in Snezhnaya. I've been going back because I'm just getting more and more primos. I want to see if I can pull Arlecchino again and at least see one her. I need to see one mommy. But I'm going back and like I'm like 100%ing every region in the achievements and everything, and that means pulling a lot of chests, like opening a lot of treasure chests, which also gives primos now, so yay. So there's plenty of chances to get wishes, and I've still got like a crap ton of story stuff, character story stuff to go through, so yeah, there's a lot. And I've even been hopping into my Serenity Pot. Hey, there's the Cube at the Cult of Cube.
Hello, Cube.
Yeah, and Fel, now that you've heard that voice, you know why immediately when I was in Joel's Discord and he popped in and said hello, I was like, nope, yeah, it's stealing that guy.
I think we were in the VC like when you were doing the stream, like right after you did the like cast announcement in the server.
Yeah. And he just talked, and I was like, oh shit, we gotta use that voice. And I just literally like immediately sent him an invite. And I was like, Tony, no, you gotta hear this. And I had him record his voice saying hello, Tony. And like I sent that to Tony, and Tony was like, holy shit. And I was like, can we keep him?
So were you Cube Nap then, is what I'm getting.
You were cube napped. Yeah. I think that's accurate. We just instead of Arliss C2 is where it's at. Well, I mean, Spider, if you want to send me the money to try and pull for C2 Arlecchino, I'm all for it. But yeah, I haven't been talking about this out loud publicly, but I had a lot of money stolen from me at the beginning of the month. And I've been my bank and I have been fighting with PayPal so I could try and get my money back. It happened around the 31st of last month. A large, substantial amount of money to the point that I actually had to get financial help from my parents to pay bills. Because I could not pay rent, I could not pay bills. Oh yeah. So this month has been all sorts of crap, and then more stuff happening within family that I'm not going to go into that just compounded onto that. So it's been one thing after another thing after another thing. Yeah. Basically, there were 2 very large transactions that happened via my PayPal. When I say large transactions, I don't typically do any transactions on PayPal that I'm sending money to somebody that is over $100. If it's over $100, it ain't happening. And yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. And if I get that money, yeah, I might use some of it to try and get, but yeah, I'm just happy I got Arlecchino. I pulled her weapon. Funny enough, I pulled, what's her name's weapon first, and I didn't even want her. The ballerina girl. Even though I like her story and I like her character, I'm not feeling like her gameplay, you know? Oh, wow. Your Oshi got hacked? Her Discord got hacked? Oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, that reminds me of, like, speaking of, like, characters, I know you play Genshin. I kind of stepped away from Genshin. Just
I did too. I'm not joking. I did too. I stepped away for over a year and a half. I came back and I got Natlin and Nodcry, and I literally came back at the end of Nodcry, so I came back just in time for Snezhnaya. I don't know where you are in Genshin, if you're still in like the Japan area, Inazuma.
I am in the Japan area, and
okay. Good news. Good news. You have Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlin, and Nodcry to look forward to. There have been so many changes and updates that were needed for both gameplay and like the story. Like Inazuma's got kind of good story, but Sumeru is where the story really picks up. It starts seriously picking up, and then when you get to Fontaine, there is an argument that people are making that Fontaine is the best story. I think it's really good. I disagree. I prefer Natlin's story. I think there's just more investment in it. Like, as the player, I feel like you're more invested. Also, by the time I got around to Natlin, they had the put the voiceover back in, because in the English voiceover when Natlin was released was when they had the gaming strike with voiceover. Yeah. So there were some characters that were missing dialogue. And now that's not happening. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad for anybody that played Natlin when it came out and did not get the dialogue between Kanich and Kahula Hao, because that shit's just too funny. Like, Kahula Hao is just, he's a punchline, and you need to hear his voice, because it doesn't hit the same if you don't hear his voice. Yes, I know there are some people that play it in Japanese, and there are some people that play it in Chinese. Look, they dubbed it in multiple languages. I don't like having to constantly look at the subtitles on the bottom when I'm playing the game. I'd like to kind of be able to pay attention to what's going on. And I do also know quite a bit of the voice cast in there. So, you know, I'm going to support my boys and girls and my in-betweens. I'm gonna support the peoples I know, my peoples. So, how is Naruto, Kenichi, Sasuke, and the JP? That's cool. But yeah, I really love it. I find it very fun. And then Nodcry has some crazy shit happening. Like, and at the end of Nodcry, towards the end of Nodcry, you go back to Sumeru for a big event that's happening, and it's just like they really popped off with the cutscenes and stuff. They really did. So if you jump back into it, even if you're not jumping back into it now, you want to jump back into it after Snezhnaya, totally understand. You have a lot of good content, and there is a crap ton of ways to get primos right now. I would say that I mean, I'm biased on this one, especially because she is mommy to me, or father. But Arlecchino is one of the characters, the rerun banners that's up right now, and Arlecchino is the second best pyro in the game. Also, she's fun to play. She's very fun to play as. And they made it a lot easier. You have guides now that you can activate. They're optional, but you can activate them that will tell you, hey, this is what you need, this is what you need, this is what you need to build your character up to optimal state. So before I couldn't really run like in-game content that well. Now I have 2 full teams that just wreck in-game content. And I'm nowhere near doing DPS stronger than a lot of the like Genshin YouTubers that are out there. I'm doing maybe 1 million damage if I'm lucky. I'm not doing like in one rotation 2 to 400k. That's not how it works for me. I am most of the time I am a C0 on all my stuff. But yeah, okay, I've said enough. I've gone on enough. But yeah, guys, if you want to jump in, there's still 11 days to roll on the new banners before they introduce new ones. Also, they are I think one of the next banners is the cute little Fae girl that is like one of the Saritsa's hands. She's the little fairy looking character that she kind of looks bubbly and adorable, but she's also like the one in charge of like the special forces group or whatever for Snezhnaya.
Oh
which
my
is kind of crazy. Yeah. Like adorable, bubbly, and she will slice your fucking throat. Yeah, I love that. That's great. I love it. Good times.
Yeah. Well, we should probably get watching the video, and I'll talk about like.
Maybe
I know we're kind of catching up.
Maybe we should. Yeah, I don't have a time limit anytime soon, but
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not really doing anything.
Actually,
either
you know what? Just for the funsies of it, I want to show you kind of what she's like. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, as you pull that up, I'll mention like, ironically, the game I've been playing that I argue is not a game, it's more of a visual novel, is Nikke. And I know it's a joke, but the story writing for it is actually really fucking good.
Okay, this is just me trying to push my preferences on other people. That's what this really is.
Yeah.
So I know that they can't see it yet, but they will shortly. Give me a moment.
Hello there, 100%.
Yeah, hello chat. 100%. Blabby! Hi Blabby. So yeah, this is the character that's on the rerun banner right now. The other one is the new character. But this is the one that I would push for. This is Arlecchino.
I heard they fixed the pity system.
Ago, the long nights were the den of dangers untold. The children would huddle at home and light the hearth, awaiting the adults' return.
And now she's in Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
God, those transitions are crazy.
A spark cannot shatter all shadows until it sets all ablaze. Or else, to the other end of light, lie still bleak shades.
Is she a pyro character?
Yeah.
Is she pyro?
Yeah, she's pyro. She's like probably the second strongest. It's the hot father, right? I'm so glad I pulled her. Now, I will say this. This is another reason that convinced me that I needed this character. There are times in the gameplay, especially when you get to Nod Cry, where you will be given like characters to play as like trial runs, where you've got like a whole trial team. And there's a time where you play her in her trial run. And when they give you the trial one, now this is in game, this is in story. You are playing in the story, not like, oh yeah, you could try this character. No. And when they give you this character, they give you that character with her weapon, maxed out, R5, all of the her best artifact set. With the stats specifically geared to her. Like, they want you to know what it's like to play this character at its best. I snap my fingers to do her burst, and I am literally doing 1 million damage, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I need this character. So yeah, there you go. All right. So we'll continue.
All right.
Also, once again, Hoyo Mix killing it with the music.
God.
Jeez. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a distorted lullaby kind of thing. Because she runs the House of the Hearth, which is kind of like an orphanage deal. That's her burst.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where she's standing there behind the red moon and snaps her fingers. That's her burst. And I also pulled her pole arm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
I hear that the children love to play by the fireplace. So let us continue to use the name House of the Hearth. Still, its flame is no longer needed. For you have the strength to defend yourselves.
She is also one of the Fatui Harbingers. So, similar to, I guess, La Senora or the Wanderer. Or no, he's not the Wanderer right now. Scaramouche. So,
yep.
You've met a few of the Fatui Harbingers. She's one of them. And a child, Tartaglia. He's one of them. Yeah. So, I actually have a team of just Fatui Harbingers. I have Child, I have Sandrone, the marionette, I have Columbina, even though technically she's not. By the time you get to meeting Columbina in Nodcry, she is a former Fatui Harbinger, but she was number 2 of the Fatui Harbingers. So I have Columbina, and now I have Arlecchino. So I've got a full Fatui team. I'm very happy about that. If I get Wanderer, I don't know if that necessarily counts as Fatui, but sure, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and actually start the newsy news, and get to talking about the things that we're.
Hopefully, Cube is still here.
Cube, did we scare you away
here
with all our Genshin talk? No. Warhammer 40k, come back, 40k.
I just have nothing to contribute. I don't.
It's okay. Cube and I can talk 40k later.
Dude, no, seriously though, there are videos that people have put up online where you can just, if you want to get the story and stuff, without having to deal with playing it, you can do it that way. Because like MiHoYo does put out a really good story. Also, they do like Hoyo Mix is what I love the most because their music is so good. This is the other reason why Natlan is probably my favorite, is because of the music. Natlan is the nation of war. It is the Pyro Nation. And what's really interesting is it's a mix of like so many different cultures. So it's very African inspired. It's also South American, like Latin America, South America, Native American, and Oceania, a little bit of like the oceanic islands in Australia's. You dig this? There you go. But yeah, that's what that is kind of about, and like it's especially cool to see some of the live concerts that they do when they're announcing like a new area. You did the small thing? Oh boy. Oh no. But also they've made it a lot more free to play friendly because there's so many ways to get primos and wishes and all sorts of stuff to where you can like build any of your characters up real good real fast. And you can also they've introduced ways that you can like set yourself up to get better stats on your artifacts and everything, so you have more control. So there's a lot of RNG aspects in there, but you also can later on get control over those aspects, and it can be a little less RNG based, I guess. So that's the nicest way I'll put it. Yeah. All right. I'm done. I'm done pushing Genshin. There we go. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and see what Trigger is offering us for Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. I have not watched this trailer, so I think this is going to be a first for all of us. Oh, you know what? I should have turned on subtitles. That would have been helpful. Yeah. I understood Musume.
あのクランの生き残りかずっとこんなことやってんのかあれから今まで
見つけたかも。バンそれでもサイバーパンクかよ
Ooh. Huh.
Yeah, that's gonna make me run out and pay for Netflix, but it's something.
It looks like they're definitely focusing more on the cyberpsychosis issues, compared to the first season, which is interesting.
I'm wondering, edging runners. Oh my god, I'm wondering where this falls in the timeline. You know,
my guess is going to. I wouldn't be surprised if it's post
game or what?
Post Edgerunners.
Well, Edgerunners is actually really, really close to the time that the whole thing, the game starts with V and everything.
True.
You can find David's jacket, Rebecca's shotgun, and a whole bunch of other shit in game.
Because Edgerunners is like a year to a few months before the game takes place.
You can also find Lucy in the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can't walk up and talk to her. She's kind of in the background. But, like, you can see Lucy. But, yeah. It's crazy, dude. Also, you can find David's, his grave in the big cemetery that they have in Night City.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his legend has really kicked off. Like, to the point that Johnny will talk about David. He's like... Man was one hell of a choom. And I'm like, God damn, dude. Johnny Silverhand. Oh, man. Like, you know you've done some shit if Johnny Silverhand is giving you props once he finds out what you did. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be.
I know. Like, there's not a lot of correlation story-wise between this one and the first one.
Okay.
From what I know, it's not a sequel. It's not a direct sequel.
It's not a direct sequel. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it could be something that takes
from what I've heard.
I just didn't know. You know, I don't know how this ties into, you know, the actual games as well.
Yeah, I think it's more of like it's like basically two shows in the same setting instead of them being like
so more. No, I wouldn't say it's anthology, but like they don't have to be directly connected. They just they coexist in the same universe. Also, it doesn't necessarily even have to be in Night City. Like in the cyberpunk world, there's a lot of other cities outside of Night City that exist.
Yeah,
they're standalone stories from each other. Season 1 and season 2.
That's what I was looking for, because anthology. I was like, that's not the term.
I would not be surprised if this is happening unironically at the same time, but it's not going to be.
Yeah, they could.
Especially
even if it is both in Night City. Night City is a huge
Night
place.
City is huge. Yeah. It's very huge. Speaking of Cyberpunk, do you guys see that Neuro-sama was playing Cyberpunk, and she totally had a crush on Johnny Silverhand? It's just like, Johnny, baby, where are you? And I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, Keanu Reeves is a handsome man.
He is a handsome. You know what? Handsome individual. If you're a straight man and you said you wouldn't go gay for Keanu Reeves, there is something wrong with you.
I do find it very interesting sometimes when it's like someone's like, as a guy is like, I don't know what it like, can't acknowledge when a guy is like good looking. It's like,
also at the same
it's
time,
not gay.
He's just a fucking genuinely good human being, you know?
That too.
He is a shining example. If Jesus Christ is real, his name is Keanu Reeves.
I mean, historically speaking, Jesus Christ was a real person.
Yeah, I know, but if like Christ returned, he would be Keanu Reeves. You know, just a good and decent individual. You know. Guess there's something wrong with you. How dare you, Spider? How dare you not find him attractive? I don't care, man. No judgment here. But I mean, this looks interesting. It doesn't look. Something about it it does not feel as it does not have the pull that I think the first one had on me, even just from the trailer standpoint. Like it seems neat, but it just something about it just does not draw me in the way the first series, the trailer for the first series did.
I mean, I don't think I would go gay for Keanu either. I'm just I can just say objectively speaking, he's an attractive man.
You wouldn't go gay for Deadpool? How dare you?
I will admit, I do have Netflix.
Go for Lady Deadpool. Yeah, go for it.
So I will probably give it a watch. I do enjoy the story of Cyberpunk, so that's how I feel about it.
I'm probably not going to pick up Netflix again until the live action One Piece drops. Season 3.
I mean, yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I got bills, guys. I got to prioritize some shit, you know?
Yeah, totally understandable.
Yeah.
Overall, I think the trailer's good. It's not spoiling anything. I'm interested where the story will go for this.
Gotcha.
And I wish I could say more.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we don't have to like have like long running conversations for everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, give me. Let's see. Let's move on to. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, that's just started auto playing. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's all right. So, that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our next thing, which is the official trailer for the Lego One Piece, which is also.
I watched this because it showed up in my feed and I clicked it out of curiosity. I was like, the what?
Yeah. Here we go.
The Straw Hat Pirates assemble! Together we're going to find the One Piece and get to the Grand Line! Let's speed it up and get to me. Who's that? I'm the bravest man in the East Blue, a.k.a.
I do like it's the live action cast doing the voice.
But we're kind of in the middle of something.
That's when your boys save Luffy's life.
Now I know you're making this up.
No way to know for sure. The Grand Line is unpredictable. I got this. Unfortunately, the Straw Hats weren't the only ones looking for the One Piece.
A clown?
It's Buggy the Clown. Put some respect on that name.
But we weren't out of harm's way.
You're not like other pirates.
Pirates don't help people.
A brave warrior chooses the safety of his crew over the weight of his fear. I forgot about the whale!
Together,
We're unstoppable! Don't worry, friends. I'll get us up there.
Wow, you're so strong.
Nope, definitely not strong.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Whatever, man. You ready to keep these adventures going?
You know it! Let's go!
Okay. So there you go. We even got a little bit of the actual live action cast.
It's cute.
Mhm.
I am with Cube that it's nice that they're doing more with the live action cast. And honestly, the live action cast has been fantastic, in my opinion. Really good casting.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, man.
I don't know if it's going to be a show that I don't think it's going to be a special that makes me leap out and get Netflix for it.
No. not the Lego
No.
stuff, not the Lego stuff, but the live action. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Speaking of season 3, we got some cast info to cover real quick. So 4 new cast members were announced in a video. Because guys, if you're wondering why is all this stuff happening, New York Anime Fest happened. That's why.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last weekend we had D23. Now it's New York Anime Fest. NYAF. So we got Emilio Sacrea as Koza, which is, I guess.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then Ahmed Atahi as Toto, the old man. Okay, so they're actually doing the old man digging for the water in the town. All right, I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, it looks the part.
Yeah, he looks pretty good for that's Pell. Obviously this is a headshot, so I doubt he's gonna have that amount of facial hair when he's Pell.
Oh, probably not. Yeah.
There we go, and then we've got Chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the nose and the chin.
It's called the Battle of Alabasta. Also, I want to point out one last thing for the One Piece fandom. The One Piece fandom, I feel like, made a really smart move early on for newcomers to the series, where everything is named. All the arcs are named based on location. So because of that, nothing is given away about like the actual plot. So when we talk about how good something is, when we're talking about Water 7 and Inya's Lobby, you're like, oh, what happened there? We're like, oh my God, so much stuff. So you need to check out this arc. It's all location based. So saying an arc's name gives nothing away. And it's one of those things I've grown very appreciative of. But
honestly, that makes sense because other shows, it can give away
It can give away a little bit too much, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have more One Piece stuff to get to later, but I'm happy with this. I've got, you know what? We've been through 2 seasons and they've done such a good job. I have faith in the casting and I have faith in the adaptation that they're doing. I'm really enjoying it. All right, let's move on to gaming news.
Oh, yeah.
Also, guys, once again, any of the stories that we're covering, the links to those are down in the description. We source everything that we cover. So if you're wanting to look some stuff up on your own, you can absolutely do that. So let's talk a little PlayStation news. PlayStation has issued an official statement ahead of the blackout protest. That's right. The blackouts are happening today, which is crazy because I haven't played my PlayStation in forever. But also, I did want to talk about this in a bit, and I realized I should have added this to the list. Resident Evil Requiem turns the digital versus physical games debate around. I don't know which one they're talking about, but yeah, sure. So PlayStation is sending out terms of service notifications to users, reminding them that they have agreed to the outlined terms ahead of the community's planned blackout protest. Starting August 23rd, PlayStation users plan to turn off their consoles, refusing to play any games or spend any money on the platform until September 1st as a protest against Sony's decision to end physical disc production in 2028. Now users are reportedly getting emails from Sony outlining the company's terms of service regarding digital game purchases. The primary driver behind this PlayStation protest is the recent announcement from Sony that physical PlayStation disc production will end in 2028, effectively making future PlayStation games digital only. Yeah, we've covered that enough already. Users with PlayStation accounts have reportedly started receiving email reminders from Sony outlining their agreement to PlayStation's terms of service in the wake of the company's digital-only shift. Part of this email reiterates that the digital PlayStation software is licensed to the player, not sold, and can be revoked if the account is banned or closed, which is gaining attention from users due to its alignment with the grievances surrounding the upcoming protest. It's not clear if the timing of this email is in direct response to the upcoming blackout protest or is simply coincidental. The wording of this statement confirms Sony's stance on digital game purchases being licenses and not full ownership, highlighting the main gripe that users have with the company's decision to end physical disc production. Sony has reportedly spent considerable time on this decision, and Sony CFO Lin Tao recently confirmed the company plans to cautiously move forward in this direction. Still, pro-consumer rights groups like Stop Killing Games have called out Sony for this decision, and members of the PlayStation community have in turn developed the August 23rd blackout protest in an attempt to send a message to the company about their opposition to this controversial decision. The protest comes after a petition calling on Sony to reverse the physical disc decision recently blew up in the wake of the announcement. The petition sits at over 370,000 signatures, which is only a fraction of the over 95 million PlayStation 5 units that have been sold to date. As a result, some PlayStation users are wary of the upcoming protest's effectiveness, especially since it is only lasting a week. Moreover, the only major games left to release on PlayStation in August are titles like Star Wars Zero Company, which I didn't care about to begin with, Resonance, A Plague Tale. I don't remember, but I think that looked kind of cool. Some critics of this protest argue that a PlayStation blackout would be far more effective during the release week of a major first-party game like Marvel's Wolverine. Yeah, that would do it.
I'm gonna have to agree with that, or even GTA 6.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Or dude, can you imagine how funny it would be if everybody just moved over and played GTA 6 on like Xbox or PC instead of on PlayStation?
Lol.
That shit.
Wasn't GTA? I thought I heard that GTA wasn't even being put on PC because they hate modders.
Oh, well, in that case.
So from what I heard was GTA is a console launch first because Rockstar does not like people modding their games first off.
Yeah, but there's been no announcement for a PC version for GTA 6
at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which we'll talk about in the other article coming up a little bit more.
Okay, it remains to be seen if this blackout protest can effectively communicate players' grievances with a digital-only future, and if Sony will reverse course on its decision as a result. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, Sony's not going to reverse its decision. 100% Sony's not going to reverse its decision.
Until they start burgeoning, like actively
they need to lose
money.
A lot.
Sony needs to like seriously suffer. There needs to be a mass
exodus
away from PlayStation.
It has to be.
Like I said, they need to massively burgeon money, like to an insane degree.
Guys, you have to understand, Sony is the company that spent over $400 million making a game that they pulled in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So
potentially, it's like at minimum 400, at maximum like 800 million.
These are also guys. These are also the people that made the incredibly intelligent decision when looking at Bungie to say we're all in on Marathon, a game that when it launched at its peak did not have nearly the numbers to justify being the solo game holding up a company, and now it has lost 96% of its player base. So this was stuff I was seeing on Twitter. They're like, well, Arc Raiders has lost 95% of their player base. I was like, yeah, but the 100% of the player base that they had for Arc Raiders was not the 100% that Marathon had. Marathon's 100% is more like Arc Raiders 20%.
Now.
Yeah. Right. They are not the same. Also, I love how much people are like mad that Paul Tassi wrote like 30 articles about Marathon when he'd only spent like 200 and something hours playing. I was like, my dude, you don't have to play that game for that long to be able to like form an opinion. He wasn't making strategy guides or like deep dive kind of stuff. He was giving his opinion, and I'm going to be honest, I could tell straight up from the trailer that this was not a game I wanted to play. Extraction shooters are not a thing I very much enjoy. Also, at the same time, let's not forget that most
gamers don't enjoy them.
Yeah. All right. And the first impression everybody had for Marathon was straight up art theft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was not great.
The very first impression anybody had of the new Marathon was plagiarism will make me God. All right, we're going to move on to...
I was going to say, going just a quick thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Sony and Cube, I noticed you were trying to bring up something too before we got into the whole Sony at this point will not course correct. I am optimistic, but there needs to be so many factors that destroy them first.
Yeah, with the Concord, if you include theoretically advertisement budget, they burgeoned like $1 billion on that game.
Oh yeah, and they pulled in 2 weeks. Like, you're gonna have to do something that would really scare the pants off of Sony. Like, it has to be a big fucking deal. Good luck. I haven't heard anything about the PlayStation Blackout actually being like impressive, and it's the
her personal opinion.
Yeah,
I think there should be more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there should be multiple blackouts on specific days. Like, dude, can you imagine how fucked up it would be if you were just like, okay, everybody, I know you want to, but this is the day that Wolverine drops. We're just going to go silent on that day just to prove. And you got, and if you got 10% of the people that play PlayStation to just sign off that day and not play any PlayStation games, that would be huge.
I would say do it the weekend. I would do it the week of Wolverine. Do the whole week.
The day that well, probably not the week, but the day that it comes out, just to like fucking.
Well, I would do the whole weekend.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's too much. That's why I said a day, but also like, we'll get into it later. I also think that Bungie is soon to be completely absorbed into Sony, and it's going to be gone as a development studio pretty soon too. Like, there's
I mean, it kind of already is.
I'm sorry. Bungie is dead, and Marathon killed it. So
I mean, I feel like in some way spiritually, it's been kind of dead for a while because all the people that made Bungie are gone.
Yes and no. There were still a few left, and there were still a lot of passionate devs. And that's the thing that really, really sucks, because there's a lot of people that work on the development side that had nothing to do with any of the choices that were made. And I'm not saying I want Marathon and Bungie to die because they took down Destiny. I'm looking at this as a objective observer going, I don't see this game holding this company together. I totally expect another giant round of layoffs, and eventually I expect Bungie to have been absorbed completely into PlayStation and for Bungie to no longer exist. It sucks, but I feel like we're witnessing the slow death of Bungie in real time.
Yeah.
It's just how it is, man. And it was all due to terrible mismanagement. Terrible mismanagement. So once again, the passionate devs that were working on this are the victims in this situation. All right, let's talk about Riot.
Oh boy.
Riot game development permanently shutting down in December 2026. Riot has confirmed.
Oh, this is the fighting game, isn't it?
Yeah, of active development for one of its games in December 2026. Although it is not all bad news. In short, the company has revealed that the League of Legends fighting game 2XKO has not retained enough players to keep the game profitable, and so it's closing the door on this chapter. As of this writing, it sits at a 78 Metascore on Metacritic and a 4.8 on the platform, swinging from generally favorable to generally unfavorable. Fighting games have a dedicated audience. Yeah, kind of like extraction shooters.
Yeah.
Anyhow, and despite support from various parts of the community, Riot says it ultimately costs more to operate than what it brings in. Larger updates would not have closed the gap, according to Riot Games. And there we go. So, yeah. It will end development at the end of the year. Pardon me. What are your thoughts on this, guys?
I haven't played a Riot game in many, many years. And I don't really play fighting games, but
yeah, I haven't played a fighting game since Street Fighter 2.
So I have played a little bit of 2XKO, and as someone who actually played the game and everything, the game is enjoyable. And the problem, what drives me nuts about this is the game was actually on an upswing compared to where it was a couple months ago. That's the biggest problem, because they had the big event at EVO, announced 2 characters that were coming out, and then this announcement.
Yeah.
Which it makes me
it's like a kick in the teeth.
Especially when it's on an upward swing. Now, I've seen some people are trying to do petitions to save this, and let me be clear. A fighting game is going to be a really small fan base, player base, compared to Valorant and fucking League itself.
Yeah.
So it's not a money issue because they are refunding people.
Yeah. Well, at least they are doing that. That's.
I saw the servers aren't going down. Like they're not shutting down the servers. At least not immediately.
Yeah, gotcha.
But they're not going to be developing any more content for the game.
Oh, okay. So kind of similar to a Destiny situation where they're not shutting everything down. They're just not going to make new content. Gotcha.
Yeah, it is that situation that the game is still playable, but a lot of people are arguing the characters that the launch roster wasn't great, but I think it's one of those that
it has a really small roster, doesn't it? Or
yeah, it has a small roster, and we were finally. The problem is a lot of the characters they threw in were characters from Arcane, because they were hoping to use Arcane to draw more people to the fighting game. No, Don't get me wrong. Vi and Jing.
I'm sorry. I'm just seeing mad parallels between this and like some of the decisions that went into this and with Marathon.
Oh, I totally agree. And I know the community, there are people signing petitions to like, no, you need to keep developing this. Well, this is a great.
Not only that, it's just like because they were going after a niche market, like once again with Marathon, they were going after a niche market with extraction shooters. But it wasn't even like a noob friendly extraction shooter game. This is very like competitive sweat extraction shooter. And so they were going for the niche of the niche. And then the people that are still around playing are complaining about how mean everyone is. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, because like the only reason why like Arc Raiders succeeded, from what I know of, is because it was a very casual.
It was very casual friendly. And yes, I did have a problem with the AI voice stuff that they used until I found out 3 very important things. 1, it's very, very small. They didn't use a lot of it. 2, they got permission from the actors to do that. So once I found that out, I was like, okay, I'm a lot less. They weren't just straight out.
Wasn't it also like a text to speech thing? The AI voices.
Yes. So like, and then like because they didn't. That's the only thing they've used AI on is like the couple AI voice lines, and they're for like NPCs or some shit. So it's not like a big deal.
Yeah.
So because of that, because of those three things, I'm like sitting here going, all right, cool. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Now, understand also at the same time, if you're gonna make me do an extraction shooter, like if I'm gonna play Marathon, I would want it to be free to play, but like they're like, no, it's $40, and I'm like, this is from everything that I've seen of watching other people play and stuff. That's not a $40 game. That's I mean, shit. I feel like you need to pay me $20 back for the art theft, but that's just me. I'm a hateful son of a bitch. When you fuck up, I will. When you fuck up, I will call it out endlessly. And when you stand by your fans and you do good and you support the community that supports you, I think that is one of the best things that you could do. So I'm using that as a transition, by the way. So speaking of games that support their community and their community supports them back, let's talk about Palworld. So
and No Man's Sky.
I did have one more comment for Riot.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah. The one comment I'm actually going to bring up is because of the situation that just happened with 2K, Riot is in development of making an MMO.
Hell yeah!
Doing this does not give good standing.
Oh no, it doesn't.
No, it does not. So, which relates to Palworld because
Riot, we know you have fucking money.
Keep the game alive, build the roster. That's all people are wanting.
I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you right now. Riot is a music producing label that disguises itself as a gaming company.
At this point, they are.
Yeah.
At this point, they are.
Because that's the other thing. That's the other thing too. Is like, okay, you're shutting down fighting games, probably one of the cheaper games to develop, but while actively making an MMO, which is hands down one of the most expensive games to develop.
Yes, like straight up, it is.
Which I will be clear that 2XKO, I literally was waiting for characters that interest me for me to actually give the time to the game.
Yeah.
Ironically, Thresh was one that I was like, ooh, I'm actually going.
I'm not a League player, so this was never targeted at me. I don't know anything really about League outside of Arcane.
Well, let me be clear. When it comes to fighting games, I get why they did Arcane is so people had recognizable, but throw some of your weird, it's a fighting game. Throw your weirdest characters that people are like, holy shit, who is this? They look cool. That's what you needed to do.
I agree.
I
also know that I'm not the target audience as I'm not a fighting game player, so.
Yeah.
Like one character I think could have had a pretty interesting fighting game kit is Rammus in a way.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on and talk about Palworld.
Yes.
So, this is an interesting pair up. Palworld and No Man's Sky. Devs hint at a new collaboration. Okay, so Palworld and No Man's Sky appear to be teasing a possible collaboration between the two games on social media. Fans of both Palworld and No Man's Sky are getting excited over the possibilities that could arise from such a collaboration. Dude, I would love to be playing, to hop back into No Man's Sky and have some Palworld shit show up in that. That'd be amazing. Palworld and No Man's Sky have early controversies in common, though for different reasons. Palworld was initially criticized for its similarities to Pokemon. Dear Pokemon fans who are still sore about this, I implore you, please go check out a little gaming series called Dragon Quest. I want you to understand just how original your fucking Pokemon concepts are. Anyway, with Nintendo going so far as to sue its developer, which is hilarious because that's not going well for Nintendo. No Man's Sky, on the other hand, launched in a very rough state back when it originally released in 2016. Oh my God, has it been that long? However, things have gotten a lot better for both games since. the Nintendo lawsuit against Power World seemingly falling apart, and No Man's Sky vastly improving over time. Now the two success stories look like they might meet. I love this, the post on Twitter. Come to think of it, his name was, it was you. Damn. God damn it. I love the Eminem quote over there. Dear No Man's Sky, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters back in autumn. You must not have got them. Anyways, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back just to chat. Truly yours, your biggest fan, Bucky. The freaking community manager, the CM for Power World, hitting up a shot over at No Man's Sky. That's so great. I love the Stan reference there. That's so good. Over on Twitter, Sean Murray, the founder of No Man's Sky development studio Hello Games, and Bucky, the head of publishing and communications at Pocket Pair, the developer of Power World, have been frequently tweeting at each other. The chat began when the gaming analyst Pirate Nation shared an interview with Bucky where he said Pocket Pair frequently receives requests for collabs and crossovers from other games, and that many of them have had to be rejected. However, Bucky specifically indicated that Pocket Pair would be excited to work with games like Fortnite, Ark, or No Man's Sky. Okay, Fortnite, no, but Ark and No Man's Sky, I'd be down with that. Bucky then tweeted at Sam, teasing that he had been in communication but hadn't heard back by way of song lyrics from Eminem's Stan. Sean Murray responded in kind, taking on the role of Eminem responding to Stan, adding to the speculation that at least the two companies are open to the idea of working together. While nothing is confirmed yet, the potential crossover has stirred up some excitement on social media. I'll bet, dude. Oh my God. Crossover with those two is pretty dope. I mean, they've already done Terraria, and that turned out pretty well. This communication between the two studios is informal, so it doesn't necessarily mean that a collaboration will actually happen. At this time, it's possible that nothing is officially in the works, and the tweets may be one way that the two companies are testing the water to see if there's interest. Judging by fan responses to the original tweets and across the rest of social media, however, there certainly does seem to be some excitement over the prospect. Fans are already sharing thoughts on the possibilities and what it could mean for the two games. A considerable number of fans have pointed out that Power World's meteorites could be one potential way for the two games to collide. Semi-random meteorite landings were added to the game in mid-2024, which also brought Xeno invaders to Power World. Given that there are already influences from outer space and aliens in Power World, it's not out of the question for some of the species of No Man's Sky to potentially appear in the game in a similar manner. However, this is speculation for now. It remains to be
also
seen.
there is also another collab in Power World. There is the Ultra Kill collab, although it's not quite as fleshed out as the Terraria one is, I feel.
Gotcha. Which reminds me, next Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday we will be or actually this Friday we'll be hopping back into Power World. And next Friday we'll be doing the manhwa readings. That's right. We are not just reading light novels. We read manhwa at the end of every month. So right now we're reading A Man's Man. We're going through it. It's a lot of fun. We're having a good time with it. All right. It remains to be seen if this collaboration happens, but it wouldn't be the first time that either Power World or No Man's Sky have experienced crossovers. No Man's Sky previously collaborated with Mass Effect, which put the Normandy ship in the game. Meanwhile, Power World has had crossovers with games like Terraria, Ultra Kill, Once Human, and idle RPG Legend of Mushroom. Adding one more to the list seems like it's entirely possible, but fans will have to wait and see if it's officially confirmed. Chat, what do you guys think? I am curious. Are you excited at the possibility of this? Like, how are you feeling about that? And I know we're gonna yak about it, so let's go ahead.
I'm interested. I think it. My question is it going to be that? Is it going to be just accessories in No Man's Sky? I don't know if the creatures will. Let me be clear. I don't think they're going to have the creatures show up unless it's like a big crossover mission that they're planning. If it's like a simple collab, it could be just, you find something cute that is Pal World.
Right.
I'm going with the mindset of it's going to be cool, but I think it might be simpler than big extravagant. Now, I could be wrong out of my fucking ass.
Iron Mouse is in Fortnite before Pal World, and I'm like, dude, I don't care if Pal World ends up in Fortnite, but I would love it if Iron Mouse showed up in freaking Pal World. That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm kind of for that. Any other thoughts on this before we move on to Take Two? Because I know you guys have thoughts on Take Two.
Oh my god.
I mean, seems like it could be fun. I'd be intrigued to see where it goes.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Take Two now. So, Take Two stock takes big hit after GTA 6 leaks. All right, let's quickly go over some info for those who may not know. There's a guy named CyberLeak who's been leaking a bunch of stuff from Grand Theft Auto 6. Actually, Rockstar has confirmed that this dude has gotten his hands on a working version of the game, and
also apparently people found out that CyberLeak is also a collective. It's not just one person.
Yeah, but we'll also
which makes things worse for Take Two.
It makes things so much worse for Take Two. They have been leaking stuff in protest of the fact that GTA 6 is digital only. But I also don't think they're in good standing because they are charging for some of their leaks. And the moment you do that, you kind of put your foot in your mouth and negate your entire argument in a way. That also being said, I think one of the things that was most recent is that there's a kill switch, right? That they have a kill switch. If the police come after them, if one of them gets arrested, the entire
if one of them goes down.
Online.
Yeah, each of them have a system where it's like if they don't log in every 24 hours, it'll just launch. It'll just like send out the game to multiple places.
To which, as a person that thinks both sides on this are absolutely in the wrong, to the police,
yes,
do it, you pussies. I do not have a dog in this fight. In fact, I actively do not like GTA. I am not a fan. I think GTA is overhyped and overpriced, and it is what it is. I fucking want this game to crater. I
do too.
I am of the opinion when it comes to this, I'm the Joker. I just want to watch the world burn, you know?
Although I think in a way, no matter what happens with GTA 6, I think it's going to be terrible. I think
assholes.
I think for GTA, no matter what GTA 6, no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome finally is, it's going to be terrible for the AAA, the existence of AAA gaming.
I mean, dude, AAA gaming has been dying off for a long time, and the funny thing is, they're blaming the audience. It's not our fault you can't make something worthwhile. You want to know something?
Yeah.
There are a shit ton of $20 to $40 games that have been absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it.
The other thing
I love that Expedition 33 won so many awards, even though I haven't played it and I know I should. Like, I love that Expedition 33, an indie game, just swept. Also, I want to go ahead and point out once more, for all the for Sony over here with your pro digital push, first and foremost, a studio that pushes very much on their physical media, also won Game of the Year. Oh, what would that be? Baldur's Gate 3. The A in AAA stands for ass. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cube. I have a comment.
Go ahead.
That I'm gonna.
So there's a lot of things. Like one, there's the whole thing of like, they don't want to put the game on PC because they don't like modders, but because it's like, because here's the thing is, even though like one thing that I don't like about this game,
it's not like emulators exist or something.
Yeah, but here's one of the things I don't like. So the game is quote unquote $80. That's a lie. The game is $100 because if you want the whole game, you got to spend $100 fucking dollars, which is
it's not like
ridiculous.
That's in there, like finding out the stuff that's hidden behind the paywall that should just
basically any kind of customization. All the vehicle customization, like a lot of the character customization, is locked behind the $100 version of the game, which is dumb.
Greedy process right here. And they're like, oh, it costs so much to make this game. No, it fucking doesn't. We have seen better games made on a shoestring budget. Shut the hell up. That argument does not work.
Take-Two and Rockstar have actively acknowledged that they shut down the production of other games because they weren't quote-unquote GTA.
Oh my god.
I am literally laughing at Rockstar because the whole point of them supposedly not doing physical is that they didn't want the game to get leaked. And lo and behold, there is literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Now
fucking
do I condone hacking and all of that stuff? No.
Yes.
But is this also really funny? Yes.
I condone the hacking. I condone the actions that they're taking. I do not condone them charging for it.
If my stance is the hacking, they supposedly gave a subpoena to both Sony and Rockstar. But then they started to charge the crypto, and that lost their whole art.
Yeah,
which
exactly. When they started to do the crypto
I take a stance that I agree with Stop Killing Games in the sense of
there is
stepping.
There are no heroes in this. There's only villains. And so I'm I'm rooting for both sides to fail. That's basically where I'm at. Yeah. I have a really devilish smile on my face right now.
But
I want you all to burn.
Honestly, if the current remember back how I said this has to be one of the situations to make Sony go back. This has to happen.
Oh yeah, dude. Could you imagine if GTA? Could you imagine if GTA came in under their expectations? If GTA 6 came under it? Also, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo and their whole things that they do, but they're like, hey guys, we've decided we're gonna compete with GTA 6. What? How are you gonna do that? Oh, Ocarina of Time remake? Yeah, that might actually do it. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Hey Nintendo, that's balls. You got balls going up against GTA 6, but if there was a game that could, that'd be it.
One of the games that actually got delayed and is coming out like a week after GTA 6.
You still working with them? What are you talking about?
I like the game, but I'm a little worried. But maybe with everything going on, it's going to be fine. Is the new Dawn of War game? Dawn of War 4? Because originally it was supposed to come out in September, but due to technical issues, they had to delay because everyone was trying to avoid the GTA launch. But given everything going on,
wait, okay, hang on. Isn't the new Gears supposed to Gears E-Day? Isn't that supposed to drop this week or something? Because I thought Gears was supposed to come out this weekend or end of
October 6th.
October. No. Hold on. Gears of War E-Day release date. No. Okay. Did it get moved entirely? It will be available on Xbox Series X, S, Windows, PC. So they perma moved it to October 6th because it was originally supposed to come out in August.
I think there was the playtest in August.
Maybe.
Beta.
Maybe I don't know. Early access date October 1st, 2026. Xbox Series X, Windows, PC. Okay, so sure, it felt like it was happening sooner, but I guess they pushed it back. Yeah, Gears E-Day, that's coming out. Yeah. And that will not be on PlayStation. Also, look, Sony has been making really bad decisions for a while. The console wars had ended and Sony started them back up. And then Sony makes some horrible decisions with their studios, a la Destiny, and then they go ahead and do this physical media. It's just they've been releasing back-to-back, really dumb decisions. And it's why? And let's not forget, guys, that 30-day that 30-day cutoff. If you buy a game on the PlayStation Store and you don't actively log into your PlayStation account within 30 days, they will remove the game from you and you will not get a refund. They will just take the game off of your digital library. That was a thing all the way back from April, but yeah, that's still a thing. Let's not forget about that. Also, isn't it funny that Sony's just assuming that everybody has internet at this point? So they're just going full digital. I wonder what's going to happen with all of those people that would want to play games on a PlayStation that don't live in areas where they can get good internet, you know? Any thoughts on that?
No, I mean, you said what I fucking was thinking.
I didn't know if anybody wanted to jump in on that. I was basically opening up a conversation and letting you guys.
Well, no, with so like I said, this has to be one of the hits to Sony.
Yeah,
and then I think Marathon also needs to die.
I think Bungie does, unfortunately, too. I'm not actively hoping that Bungie does. I really hope they have something that they're working on and developing in the background, but I just don't see it at the moment.
It's why I stated Marathon in particular.
Yeah, I think it's not. I don't think Marathon. I think Marathon will die, unfortunately, and that's not necessarily because it's a bad game. It's just not. It's got a very, very niche audience, and that niche audience is not enough to hold up and pay for what needs to be paid for over at Bungie. It just isn't. I'm sorry to say this, but Destiny at least pulled in enough money to pay for other things. Like, everybody's like, oh, they were losing money on Destiny. I was like, really? Really? They were? Wow. Because a lot of that Destiny money was going and funding the creation of Marathon. Maybe if they weren't focused on doing that, they could have I don't know, done a lot more to improve. And it was also kind of a really how Destiny got sent off, where they just basically gave us everything, just about everything we'd been asking for as a community in that final update. The fact that they've been working on that stuff, and also narratively how they ended things, on a giant question where we're like, oh my god, they gave us such a good fucking final moment with voiceover and everything. It was so fucking dark, and we were like, oh my god, and theory crafters are going nuts and everything. Dude, yeah, the community is so much strong, and I'm not hating on Marathon's community, guys. I'm not hating on their community. It's just I feel like a bad decision was made. I don't think it necessarily had to be one or the other. I think Marathon was in a spot where it could have gained more momentum had they not also canceled Destiny, you know? Because that put a black cloud on Marathon. If they'd let Destiny continue on for a little bit longer, just to kind of see how things go, and maybe Marathon would have picked up. Because I know there are a good number of people that abandoned Marathon, that were playing Marathon because they got rid of Destiny. And if that hadn't happened, and you got your season 2 and your free weekend and the PvE aspects that they added that people were asking for, it would have made it a lot better. Also, guys, the extraction shooter part of Marathon, that should not have been the full game. That should have been the PvP section of the game. You should have had a game that was a story, even go a la Halo or something, you know? Have a storied campaign where you can play first person or third person. You can play 1 or you can play 4-player co-op, and then you have your extraction shooter as your PvE content. I know that's a lot to work on. I know it is, but god damn it. You guys have to start designing your games. Studios need to start designing their games with the intention of actually having a bunch of people wanting to play their games instead of small niche groups. It feels like the quote unquote BioWare Bungie magic all over again, where they're like, oh, Bungie magic and BioWare magic will happen. And they're like, no, eventually that bottom drops out. and I'm kind of. Is it wrong that I'm kind of crossing my fingers and wishing that hope happens with Rockstar and Take-Two here? I hope the bottom comes out on them, you know?
Well, I mean, the other thing going back to Take-Two, and Rockstar, the fact that they were going to have a trailer for GTA on fucking
Netflix. Oh yeah, they paywalled a fucking trailer. Are you kidding me? And then they're
you
like,
can pre-order the trailer.
We're gonna
watch it on Netflix early.
We're gonna release it 4 hours later on like social media and YouTube, and everybody's just like, "You guys are fucking stupid." Well, we're doing this to prevent leaks.
Forget pre-ordering the game. You can pre-order the goddamn trailer. The
fuck you.
So let's be clear. You put it on Netflix. People are gonna fucking stream it.
The industry is fucking greedy. Yeah, you put it up on Netflix, there are people that are going to just be streaming it anyway.
It's literally going to be on Twitch.
Or tell you what, here's something that's really funny. Somebody has a Netflix account and OBS, and they just record the fucking trailer with OBS, and then immediately post it on YouTube. Yeah, they could do it that way too. Dude, there's going to be so many versions of that trailer that would be up across social media well before you post it.
Well, so what is the point of that?
Exactly. There's no fucking point. The point is money. The point is money. They had a deal with Netflix. There was money involved. That's why. Greedy sons of bitches. These AAA studios need to go. I'm just saying.
I will defend one AAA. One.
Okay, which one?
Capcom. That's the only one.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with that. Capcom has been on a fucking win streak all year, dude. Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata. Oh my god, it's been W after W.
I will give them a little bit of shit for the state that Monster Hunter Wild released in.
I will give you
year?
that. That was
last year.
Yeah. Also, guys, keep in mind, I don't play Monster Hunter. I love the Palicos. I love the Palicos. That's about as far as I go into it.
That's all. Here's my stand.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom has had fumble.
Yeah.
But compared to everyone fucking else in the AAA studio, I'd rather there be fumbles that they can easily address or fix.
Also, this is going to be my thing from now on. Every time somebody from a studio sits there and says it costs X amount of money to make this game, blah blah blah, we have to put all this money and all this time and all this resources into the game, and that's why the game is so expensive. I'm just going to be like, I see your argument. Subnautica 2.
Which, by the way, I have that game.
Yes, so do I. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. They've already put out the buddy update. I can't wait for Fenris and I are very much waiting for the story update. But yeah, I'm having a blast. I'm having such a good time when I ran it. And to be fair, when I dove into Subnautica 2 and was running around and playing it, dude, it felt like a AAA game. A AAA game that I paid like fucking peanuts for, and I was so happy.
I think the other thing, I think that's like one thing that's been lost is like nowadays we only ever have AAA or indie games now. We've lost the concept of double A games.
Well, it has a lot to do with the fact that the AAA market has absorbed a lot of those studios. And also
which is the problem.
And also
a lot of AA studios got bought out.
Yeah, and also they aggressively overexpanded. Dude, 2020 was like a fucking huge thing in the gaming sphere because everybody was stuck at home. And they were like, "Oh, this thing's going to continue forever." No, it's not, because eventually we're going to get this quarantine shit taken care of and we're going to go back to the world.
Now, are numbers still higher than pre-COVID? Yes.
Yes.
Are they anywhere near COVID? Absolutely not.
Philnautica 2. That's great. I love that. But yeah. I'm super looking forward to more Subnautica to end on a Subnautica 2 with Fat Dog confirmed. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah. Considering how fun it is to do co-op in that game, yeah, I'm absolutely for it.
Oh yeah, the one thing
We're idiots.
I don't even know who you even consider just like AA studios anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait,
Yeah.
what? Wait, Spider, what? The Bungie dev team before and after comparisons. What?
are you?
I can think of one. I can think of one.
Are you talking about like number counts or like when they were doing live streams of stuff?
Oh, and Cube, what?
They have pictures. Send that shit my way, Spider.
I would consider Fat Shark to be AA company.
Yeah. Well, okay. So once again, also just to throw it out there, because it only cost me $20 to get, and I think it's still just $20. Phasmophobia. Like that game's been around for a while, right? And it's still in early access, but
Yeah.
And the price isn't going up once they get out of early access either. But that is a studio that started out as one dude, and now it's like 30 or 40 people. It's a good amount of people, and they have. If you have not jumped into Phasmo lately, you need to, because the new maps they've added, the reworks of maps that they've added, because they are getting rid of the just base assets from Unity and using they've got like an art team that's developing assets specifically for the game, and they've got the 1.0 release, which is going to include the horror 2.0 stuff. Also, they've been quietly sneaking in new ghosts with new mechanics that have completely changed how you go through that game now. It's been a lot of fun. We've had fun with it when we've been playing. But yeah, there's a lot of like independent stuff that's out there. God, it's been awesome. Yeah. All right, appreciate it, Spider. I am curious to see this this comparison, this before and after shit. Oh god. Oh.
Hang on. Did you?
Oh.
Are you?
Oh, because it was all a man's club, and okay, I see. Gotcha. That's another thing. See, I wasn't gonna get political on that. Never mind. I thought you were talking about like they were very excited to like they were doing very excited at the streams, and then after everything, and they're all just fucking depressed. I didn't think. Yes, but guys, what did you expect? They're based in Seattle. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, obviously. And to be fair, guys, I'm not hating on them that they're inclusive. I'm not gonna hate on them that they're inclusive. And I'm also not gonna sit here and say that girls in like the gaming industry can't make some dope shit. They can. I will also sit
make
here
good
and
product.
say,
that's all I care about.
Yeah. All I give a shit is make good product. That's all I care about. Also, there are a lot of women on the Destiny 2 team that dropped, that were responsible for that final drop of content. You know,
here's like one I don't care if
it was anything else. If anything else, I would have said that the before and after would have been like they had the like 1,000+ team and now they're down to like 800. You know.
One of the other problems, like with all these, like a lot of these games,
I thought it was going to be a lot more like hitting. It wasn't.
One of the things like I have like where these people have like these like quote progressive like main characters for games.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like most people don't care. Just stop making them the most obnoxious, unlikable people to ever exist.
Like here's the thing. There, like so many people are like. Also, I hate people that use the term woke that don't understand what woke really means. It means you woke up from the system. It's a reference to the Matrix, guys. That's what woke means. It doesn't mean you keep using that word. It does not mean what you think it means. But yes, here's the thing. I'm not mad that a main character is female or trans or any of this stuff. If the character is good and the story is good and the gameplay is good, this is the thing. Graphics are the last thing I give a shit about. Like, if you've got a fun game that is fun to play, it has interesting and well-written characters, and it has an interesting and well-developed world. That's it. So when people come to me and talk about this whole 4K, 60 FPS, all this other shit, that's just numbers and letters to me. I don't give a fuck about that. You might as well be speaking. You might as well be expecting me to understand advanced trig when somebody talks to me about that. I don't give a fuck. Is the game fun to play? Are the characters well developed and interesting? And I understand that I'm biased because I'm coming from an actor's perspective on this. But like, dude, I don't need all these extra bells and whistles. These are buzzwords that you put on to a game so you can charge more. And we know this, which is why so many of us have moved to like more independent style games. And that's why those games are kicking so much ass.
I mean, I think one of the best games that it's a platformer. Yeah. It's simple. Celeste. Celeste. Beautiful
also,
story. Everything.
In that same vein, Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Team Cherry. Yeah, absolutely. Like,
speaking with new Silk Song DLC, hope isn't that next year or later this year?
Idea. I haven't.
I'll have to go look.
Hollow Knight frustrates the hell out of me. I had to put the controller down before I threw it. It frustrates the fuck out of me. I know that I am not the target audience for that. I have tried. I have done my very, very best. I know that I'm more than halfway through the story of Hollow Knight, but I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to look it up online and see. And then I got the ending of the game and I was like, cool. Well, I already paid them for the game. So the studio, you got my money. There you go. But yeah, even though I was frustrated, was it a worthwhile investment? Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I love the art. I love the music. I love the characters. And case in point, guys, for anybody that's sitting there saying that female protagonist sucks, fuck you. Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? That game is amazing.
Speaking of which, that's another game Sony has fucked with.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm in.
Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring that up. Unfortunately, the thing that Sony had been pushing them on with this, like, the
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that whole thing, whatever.
Light.
Yeah. That thing, it looks like that's going to get canceled and people are going to get laid off, and people who are like, oh, good. Well, I'm sorry to say that sucks because they're not working on Horizon 3 right now. The entire Horizon team has been working on that. So if you don't like the protag in Horizon, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I thought Aloy was a great protagonist. It's very well written, very well developed. It's because the whole thing is like, they're not saying, hey, don't. Oh boy. Hello?
Question mark?
Hello. Are you guys back?
We're here.
Okay.
The stream has gone down.
The stream was down for a second. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I think my internet had a hiccup or something. I don't know.
I think the stream is back. Question mark.
The stream is back up. Yeah. I'm just not screen sharing, and that's fine. I don't have any videos to show for the rest of it, except, God damn it, I do have the there is one more. The film the film teaser for One Piece is left, but that's basically it, and it's not much. It's just announcing, hey, here's the name of it, here's the year it's coming out. Sorry about that. They're suddenly not saying, then suddenly buffering. They're not saying, and then suddenly buffering. Suddenly pineapples. But yeah, guys.
Suddenly pineapples.
I forgot what we were saying. That was distracting. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Let's move on to the anime block, or we'll be complaining about gaming stuff all day. Did not enjoy Aloy's personality. You know what? Fair. Some people, the personality like rubs against them, but like, did you like the rest of the game? You like the rest of the like? I don't think. To be fair, I don't think that's an issue with the character so much as it's like your personal preferences. I don't think that's so much an issue specifically with how they made Aloy. And I'm not going to sit here and fight to tell you, well, you're wrong. Like, you're allowed to feel how you feel. about that particular protagonist. And I don't think if Aloy, like whether Aloy was a woman or whether she was slinging a big fat piece of meat between her legs, that would have made any difference if the personality was still exactly the same. If they were a guy, I don't think that would have mattered to you. Yes, the whole rest of the game, you love the whole rest of the game. All right, cool. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I especially like the discovery element of Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought was really good. While I did enjoy Forbidden West, I don't think it was as strong as Zero Dawn, but like I still very much enjoyed it. Buffered for a millisecond. You're paranoid now. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm in the 75 kilobits per second kind of thing, that range. I used to be a lot higher. But it's still saying all green, you know? I don't know what's going on. My internet's still really good. I don't know, but yeah. I'm at like 70 kbps. It's bouncing back and forth between 70 and 20. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, let's move on. We got the One Piece stuff to talk about. So,
yep.
I will screen share this one thing and then we'll move on.
Yes.
Please, please, please don't do anything else. Just like screen share and just be good. You've only got to do this for 55 seconds.
Indeed. Well.
Holy shit.
Yes.
They're turning.
For you not,
okay, so they're turning.
I don't know if they've. I don't think
this...
they've gotten to this part in the anime yet. But for those of you who are manga readers, oh god, this is
this is how they're doing it. They're making this part a movie,
which is great because this is how
go crazy.
This is how this is the story of how Garp became the hero of the Marines. It's also how the Rocks pirates fell apart. It has to do with Roger, Shaki. Like there's this whole fucking thing, it also includes what's going on in the upper echelons of the world government, more specifically Emu and the Five Elders. Yeah.
So this is gonna be different from every other One Piece movie because every other One Piece movie is like semi non-canon.
Yeah, this is canon. This movie will be canon.
This will have huge spoilers.
Yeah. But it's coming out next year. Oh, and also in 2029.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what One Piece film bad is, but I'm for it.
So bad might be more in the lines of previous One Piece movies where they're like
where
characters are canon, but the events aren't.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, absolutely, God Valley will be canon. So
because I think in all like Film Red and etc., like all the characters in all of those movies and everything in and around are canon, but the exact events of the movies are not canon.
Okay, so it was just a visual, so I don't have to worry about any trailers. Cool. Yeah. So very much looking forward to God Valley, especially as a manga reader, knowing what all goes down with that and how that goes down. I am so here for it.
But if you are not caught up, don't watch the movie. It'll spoil unless you don't care about spoilers. Because holy shit.
Yeah. Do you think holy shit is happening in Slime right now, and I don't even consider Volume 11, which is what's being covered at the moment, to be like big, massive, consequential stuff. It's like when we get to Volume 12 and Volume 13, we're about to get into like actual war in Tempest. Like, not this rinky-dink stuff where Riru 1v 20,000s. No, I mean like legit, like massive army coming in and all this other stuff. And
Yeah.
like that stuff's going to get good. I can't wait for that. Alrighty. That being said, let's move on to talk about Haikyu, something I've not been able to talk about for a while. Thank God. Haikyu Movie 2 and special Fukurodani versus Muji Nazaka anime to reveal new information on August 19th, which it did. New information for the Haikyu movie versus the Little Giant and the upcoming special anime Haikyu Where the Monsters Go will be revealed August 19th. Okay, so this is old news. I need to go to Anime News Network to actually see what they revealed, because they did reveal a thing. Sorry, guys. I thought that was telling us what was actually happening, and it didn't, and I'm not happy with that. So there we go. Okay. I genuinely try to avoid Anime News Network when I have to, because they're not always that great when it comes to typing stuff out. But here we go. The staff for the Haikyu franchise revealed on Wednesday a teaser for Haikyu Where the Monsters Go short anime special, along with new visuals for the special and the franchise's second sequel film, Haikyu versus the Little Giant. So there's, I guess, like a little teaser PV for the special, and it is Fukurodani's, or the Owls, as it would be. And here is the visual for the Little Giant. So it's the two short guys, the two short kings of the volleyball tournament. Keep in mind, guys, if you've been keeping up, they are at the national tournament for volleyball in Japan. And if you have not seen the movie that production IG put out, please, for the love of God, go watch it. The animation is so fucking good. And it covers like one entire match from the manga, which is so sad, because they're like, hey, we're going to show this, and then that's going to be the end of Haikyu. And I'm like, no, because there's like 2 more arcs after this match. But yeah, the special depicts the must-win game between Fukurodani Academy and Mujinazaka High School. The special will play with the new film when it opens in theaters next year. Okay, so we at least know it's coming next year. The new film continues the story from Haikyu, the dumpster battle, or battle of the garbage dump, Gomi Setsuno. Yeah, so the first film of the 2-part Haikyu film sequel project. Okay, so the writer returns and the director returns, and it is production IG. And Crunchyroll describes the first film story, which I don't have to look at. So, yeah. Good for Haikyu fans. We are going to be getting a movie coming out next year, which I'm looking forward to. I'm very happy as a Haikyu fan myself. Oh shit, Berserk of Gluttony is getting a season 2? Wow, that's interesting. Next year. All right, on to the next stuff. Let's talk a little bit of some comic stuff, but mostly manga. So Dark Horse announces more Vampire Hunter D, Gotanabe's The Case of Charles Dexter Ward manga. So there is an announcement for more Vampire Hunter D manga. So the Fortress of Blood, cover A, cover B, and cover C. But yeah, Dark Horse is putting out at Anime NYC. Oh no, it wasn't New York Anime Fest. It was Anime NYC. Sorry. This weekend, including the Vampire Hunter D releases and other Go Tanabe take on the work of H.P. Lovecraft. Vampire Hunter D has a couple different titles on the way, including a new 4-issue comic series by Chris Condon, Felipe Andrade, Jordi Belair, and Frank. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. The first issue of Vampire Hunter D Fortress of Blood hit shelves with 3 different cover options on December 16th. Vampire Hunter D The Rose Princess is also going to be coming out. And yeah, they've also going to be dropping H.P. Lovecraft's The Case of Charles Dexter Ward by the same mangaka. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, dude, guys, if you have not checked out Vampire Hunter D, if you know nothing about Vampire Hunter D, go educate yourself. Vampire Hunter D is great. There's like, what is it? 2 movies, or is it a movie and 3 OVA? I don't remember, but like, there's Vampire Hunter D, and then there's like Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, I think. It's been a while, so I might be wrong on the title, but it's been a long time since I watched it, but god damn. Yeah, Vampire Hunter D is good. Think of it as a semi-modern post-apocalyptic time where vampires rule the world. That's all you really need to know. Yeah. Also, in more Vampire Hunter D news, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Okay, so I wasn't losing my shit. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust anime film gets North American theatrical and home video releases. G-Kids had a couple of licensing announcements to make during its Anime NYC industry panel this weekend, including plans to release Hoshiaki Kawajiri's 2000 anime film Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. No dates are in place yet, but North American theatrical and home releases are planned, with more details to come later this year. For now, select Japanese language screenings head to theaters this fall, followed by further theatrical plans and home video in 2027. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust has Kawajiri directing at anime studio Madhouse and is based on the novel series by author Hideyuki Kikuchi. Here's how G-Kids describes it. After a young woman is seemingly abducted by the vampire baron Meyer Link, her father hires D, a vampire hunting Dunpeel, to rescue her. As D rides across the wastelands, he must compete against a group of tough mercenary hunters and confront the complex truth about the woman. G-Kids also announced the North American rights for director Yoshiyuki Okuyama's live-action film adaptation of Makoto Shinji's 5 centimeters per second. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, I'm really down for this. I think this is great news. I have not watched Vampire Hunter D in forever, but damn, I remember how fucking groundbreaking it was for the time, and how just fucking how much of a fucking feast on the eyes it was. Oh, Andrea, I am so sorry for your eyes. Thankfully you didn't use any of my money, or I'd have to ask for a refund. Talking One Piece, then hearing D. Yeah, exactly, right? Speaking of One Piece, thank you for that transition, Spider. More One Piece news. The One Piece remake by Wit Studio reveals first key visual, and it is literally like straight out of the manga. Fantastic. I love it. It looks so good. Oh my god.
They're updating it without like changing the like aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
It's still very much like clean modern animation, but it still like the characters all look the same.
I will also say one thing here that is different. Nami actually has like bigger titties like she does like later on. So it's like, I know that's really kind of, I know that sounds messed up to say. I know that's messed up sounding to say, but I'm saying that because it feels like we're keeping things a little more consistent from where things started in the original anime to where they're at now, because it just felt like her chest just inflated really big over time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not post-time skip Nami boobs, but they are a little bit bigger than they originally were.
You can see it makes a little bit more sense, like post-time skip, that she'd grow into that better, as opposed to like, yeah. So yeah. Also, when we said this was a direct pull from the manga, here is one of the manga. This is the chapter 1 color spread from the manga. This is literally almost a 1-to-1. It's just, god damn, this is so good. So yeah, you can watch the trailer for the anime below, which it is. So yeah, the assistant director, I love this. They're like, hey, this director did Attack on Titan. The assistant director, Jujutsu Kaisen. The character design and chief designer did Inspector and the first Slam Dunk. The series composition is from Ranking of Kings and Haikyu. What the fuck? God damn. So I need you guys to understand
stacked.
this is stacked. This is fucking stacked. Also, this thing right here, episode 1, Romance Dawn, that is literally the manga. That is the manga cover right there. They knew what the hell they were doing. That is the cover of volume 1. I know that because I'm looking at it over on my shelf right now. Jesus.
I'm excited to see like okay, will this anime still be long? Yes. But it'll probably condense it to be much more watchable than the 1,000+ episode monstrosity that the current anime
well, I
is.
mean, because some things will not need nearly the amount of like fluff and filler. And right now they're just covering East Blue, but I'm really interested to see how they're going to handle that moving forward.
Now, could I see it like when it's done, everything is done? Could I still see the short version still be like 400 or 500 episodes? Absolutely.
Yeah, guys. Also, here's the thing: if you don't want to wait, if you want to dive into One Piece, but you don't want to dive into like all the craziness of the anime, and you just would prefer to like just get a quicker version of the story, check out the live action. Yeah. 100%. The live action, dude, in like what, 16 episodes? You go through 2 seasons, like over 80 something episodes of the anime. Like, it's good. And don't get me wrong, there are differences that happen in the live action versus the anime. And there are some because of the fact that it's being done in live action, the different medium, things like that. But there are also like vast improvements that take place. There's some
slight story differences because characters will reference because there's things like characters will reference things that like they would have known at the time. It's just Oda hadn't written it yet, so it didn't exist.
So there's one other thing. There's one other thing that they added that I thought was really, really well done, and I wish it had been somewhere in the manga or the anime at the time. Is after the fight with Mihawk, Zoro having PTSD, where he's seeing Mihawk just when he's fighting, and Mihawk is talking shit to him. Like, oh my god, like Mihawk, like being this oppressive force in the background in Zoro's mind, like having a visual representation of that, I felt like was such a good touch. Thank you.
One thing I also liked is with the Giants, they start referencing a certain thing very early. I won't go into exact details of what, but.
All right. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about Crunchyroll trying to do the Sony thing. So Crunchyroll's physical media era is officially coming to a brutal end. Sony's war on physical media continues with Crunchyroll. After it announced it would change how it handles its storefront, fans were outraged, claiming the company is making it harder to get physical copies of their favorite shows. Now, a month has passed since the initial announcement, and Sony has knocked back down. Sony's war on physical media began with PlayStation. Yeah, okay, we've talked about that enough. Crunchyroll store. Okay. So, and last month it announced that the Crunchyroll store will be available only to paid subscribers in the Mega and Ultimate Fan tiers. So, not only is the store behind a paywall, it's behind the 2 top paywalls. So, if you're on the general fan tier, you're not going to use the Crunchyroll store, which is already annoying, but I don't use the Crunchyroll store. Claiming it will create a new curated experience. This news also sparked backlash as fans accused Sony of making fans pay the company more just to buy merch. The change to the Crunchyroll store began this month, and according to CBR, the anime platform has delisted many products from its online store, including anime, manga, light novels, Blu-ray discs, etc. Users on social media have also noticed the change, upset that a huge amount of physical media has been removed from the store and that the product selection has been reduced. There is still some anime merch to buy, like Solo Leveling Season
Sony.
1 Blu-ray and DVD or the Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Oh, gee, I wonder, is that because those are like tied to Sony? Complete series Blu-ray, as well as a variety of figures and Funko Pops, clothing, and other collectible items. But to complete the purchase, customers must be paid subscribers. Fuck you, Sony, you greedy cucks.
They are really trying to destroy physical
Sony,
media.
Sony, you are really trying to bring back fan subs, aren't you? I feel like you are. Like, Jesus. Crunchyroll has launched a streaming platform, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so it's just backstory on Crunchyroll. At this point in time, Sony, you really need to stop pissing everyone off. Like, we're really fucking done with your bullshit. I'm gonna look something up real quick.
Can I bring up? I just saw a news thing that maybe will lighten the mood a little bit from Sony here.
No. We're not adding new news.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. But yeah.
All good. Just something light.
I'm sure, but like, we do have some lighthearted stuff.
I know.
So here's one of my things, guys. I want you guys to understand something. I want you all to understand something. There are better ways to get your nerd on with clothing and stuff like that. I want you guys to understand. If you go to Anime Ape, by the way, we're not sponsored. I just like their store. But yeah, if you want to go there and check out, get some jerseys, you can get personalized jerseys. So you can get a basketball jersey for Pokemon. You could get a baseball jersey for Demon Slayer or Naruto or Star Wars or freaking Resident Evil. They have jerseys for everything. And you can get them customized. So it says Akatsuki and you can put whatever name you want on it. Same thing with Demon Slayer core. So like, yeah, the big three. So Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. They have a jersey for that. Mandalorians, Dragon Swords. Literally, they have Power Ranger stuff. There's all sorts of shit on there. Like, literally, they have one. The Hashira Gyu Tomioka, they have one with his patterns and everything. For God's sake, they have a Magic the Gathering baseball jersey. So I'm just saying, if Sony wants to be cunts about this, also keep in mind, these are baseball jerseys. They're $39. Yeah, shipping will be added to it, but that's actually pretty reasonable for like baseball jerseys. And yes, they have other things. They have regular like sleepwear, they have gym wear, they have jackets, hoodies, shorts, buttons, button-ups, they have long sleeve, they have just your basic shirts, they have Hawaiian shirts, t-shirts, tank tops, all that stuff. And yes, guys, they do have sweatpants, joggers, leggings, gym shorts, basketball, and yes, they have underwear. They also have swim trunks, all that stuff for all your nerdy needs. So if Crunchyroll wants to be kind of bitches about it, all I gotta say is that both Amazon and Anime Ape exist. By the way, Anime Ape, if you like us shouting you out and you want us to do more of that, sponsor us, please.
Sponsor.
Sponsor us. Yeah, I'm just saying. We gave you free advertising. No more free. You gotta send a couple of dollars our way, my guy. All right. So yeah.
I mean, and from what I've seen, for a lot of like this stuff actually has a lot of reasonable prices too.
Yeah, that's a lot of reasonable prices. Like, guys, I'm not kidding.
Because there's a lot of times where you see merch like this, and it's like the price is like for like this exact. It starts at $80. It's like that's so much money.
I have seen similar looking merch at stores, like at physical locations in like the malls and stuff, that are like, if not $40 more, $35 more than that. This is good.
Yeah, like $70 to $100, and it's like,
yeah,
that's a lot of money for
also,
a fucking shirt.
Keep in mind, what I was looking at was like baseball jerseys and stuff, which those are going to be priced in the $40 range. Go look at like sleepwear or like, pajama pants or like t-shirts and stuff like that, it will be much more reasonably priced. If you want to get your nerd on and you want to like show off, let your freak flag fly, whether it's gaming, anime, sci-fi, your general fantasy, all that stuff, go check them out. Once again, Anime Ape, sponsor please. Thank you. Yes. Like, dude, I will plug Anime Ape if you want to sponsor an abridged episode, because that means we can afford to get it out faster. Whew. All right. That being said, somebody that I do want to shout out, guys. If you haven't had the chance, I want to make sure that we do this, because this is actually somebody that we're sponsored with, and I need to start shouting them out on all of our live streams, guys. If you have not done so, please go over to Waifu Wix. They do a lot of different scented stuff. We are on there, guys. We have our own Fat Dog brand. We have 5 products available. Yes, we have our own little isekai Fat Dog girl mascot being hunted down by Truck Kun. We have all of the different products that are available. There is a desk mat, a poster, there is body lotion, there is room spray and a candle, and the scent is Sakura and Cashmere. And we love them. We love them because the people over at Waifu Wix have been really, really cool with us. And they've also got some stuff that's reasonably priced. I don't know how much desk mats cost, though, so I can't say for certain if $40 is a good thing for a desk mat.
$40 is about what you would normally see for.
Dude, I would want that just because it has our shit on it. I want that. I was instrumental in helping with some of the design and like describing like what we were looking for. So this is beyond cool to me. Guys,
as someone who owns multiple desk mats, $40 is the about what you would expect.
Okay, cool. Also, if you want to get a poster, just want to support some Fat Dog stuff, or if you want to get the candle's like $30, but from what I understand, the candle lasts a long while. And but if you just want the scent, if you want the scent on yourself, get the lotion. If you want the scent just in your room, dude, it's $14 for Sakura and Cashmere. And guys, we are going to be putting out more stuff with them as time goes on. We want to put out more like seasonal stuff, and we are going to change things based on, because the joke is this: she is getting constantly isekai'd from world to world to world to world. So each time she's going to be in a different outfit with a different world in the background, running away as Truck Kun is coming for her all the time. She is constantly being chased down by Truck Kun. So that leaves a lot of silly, fun stuff for us to work with. Also, for those of you wondering, she is of college age. So if you goon to her, just don't tell us about it. That's all. Just don't. But yeah, Waifu Wix, really, really happy to have their support, and we have been really extra grateful for all of the love that they have shown us, and honestly, we owe them quite a bit because they shouted us out to a lot of their their clients, I guess you would call them. A lot of the different people that they work with, they shouted us out to them, and so we got a bunch of their clients reaching out to us, interested in possibly doing.
Yeah, so that's
really cool.
Yeah, they're partners. I think would be
partners. Okay, partners is the correct term. All right, there we go. But yeah, they're really, really cool. We love them a lot. Please go show them all sorts of love and pick up some merch. Pick up some good smelling merch while you're there. And I mean,
because we're broke.
Yeah, we're broke. We're broke. Please do it. But no. But no, seriously. It would definitely go a long way to helping us out, and we greatly appreciate it. Yep. That is. I'm gonna put the link in the doobly-doo. Real quick.
It'd be neat if I could get paid for doing stuff someday. That'd be nice.
Yeah, if I could get honestly, if we could afford to like pay everybody that works on our stuff, that'd be great. But right now we're having a kickstart just to pay half of them. That's
for
how
now.
bad this
I'm
is.
just here for the love of the game.
To be fair, yeah. Like, and I'm gonna be real with you, okay? You're gonna get a little bit of the behind the scenes right here. I'm gonna be real with you, Cube. If you came with a large audience that you would be plugging us to by you voicing in our content, we would pay you for that. Because we're paying.
Oh yeah, no,
we are
I'm
sort of
aware.
like paying for audience exposure.
I don't bring an audience.
Yeah, and I know that sounds messed up. Guys. But yes, we are genuinely paying for audience exposure to try and help grow the channel and get more eyes on like our Patreon and things like that. Like, because we desperately need the help. Because
it sounds messed up, but this is the world we live in.
This is literally, if I could do everything myself, yeah, we'd be putting up a lot more content. But I can't. I'm not that talented, and I know it. So
also it'd take a lot of time.
It would take quite a bit of time. Like, but here's the thing, guys. Most of our money is gobbled up by the cost of editing, whether it's audio or video editing. That's where a lot of our stuff goes. So we had to crowdfund, not just to afford the editing for projects that we're working on through our Kickstarter, like Overlord Episode 2 or rather Chapter 2, or our Imminence and Shadow that we're working on. Those projects are it's necessary for us to have the Kickstarter money in for that. Also, lastly, very importantly, need to put this out there. It's probably going to be a while before you get Slime 11 because we just took a massive hit to our Patreon because, you know, times are tough, shit happens, and somebody had to step away. And so we lost a higher tier member, and that hurts. That really, really hurts. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you even a ballpark number of what we make, but it's not crazy much. It's like, it's not enough to keep the lights on around here on the basis that we need to. So the biggest thing that we could ask you to do is to share our content around wherever. I don't care if you have friends out there. You at least know communities. Share our shit, please. Let them know that we need financial help to get shows out quicker, because at this point, it is what it is. We can't afford that stuff. But also at the same time, to everybody that complains to us that we're not putting out content fast enough, fuck you. At least we're not something witty. Like, I'm not shitting on something witty. I just know how long it takes for them to get an episode of content out. You know,
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. All right. Anyway, would you like to know more? All right, let's move on. More Crunchyroll news. So 86 anime returns to Crunchyroll after being delisted. That happened. So Crunchyroll added the television anime, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Crunchyroll delisted 7 other anime from its service sometime earlier this year. The 86 anime was one of them. Oh, God damn.
Damn,
So it was
86, 86th?
Yes, it was. It was between April 7th and May 23rd earlier this year, according to... My God, dude, this is all just backstory. Yeah, so it's back. People complained a lot about it being gone, and they got it back up. The anime from its service sometime earlier this year without an announcement. So it just disappeared off of Crunchyroll. Just fucking disappeared. And the rest of this is literally just shit that somebody typed out for word count so they could get paid. Like, if this is all the article is, fuck you. Yeah, you will own nothing.
But it is funny. It is in an ironic way. It is that 86 got 86th is kind of ironic.
All right, Joe Hisaishi, the world-renowned composer of many films from Studio Ghibli, reported on Tuesday that he has received 3 Guinness World Records. He received recognition for most tickets sold by a classical composer at the Tokyo Dome, single run, highest selling classical run in the Hollywood Bowl, and longest residency by a classical composer at Radio City Music Hall, single run in New York City. That's pretty cool.
That's
Hisaishi
incredible.
has composed all of the scores for Hayao Miyazaki's Studio Ghibli films features from 1984's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind onward. He also composed the score for Isao Takahata's 2013 film The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, and was the executive producer for the stage version of My Neighbor Totoro at London's Barbican Center in 2022. The Japanese government honored Hisaishi with the Order of the Rising Sun Award, Gold Rays, with rosette from his for his significant contributions to Japan in November of 2023. So this guy has been composing some of the best music of my childhood for a long time. Probably your childhood too. The score that still sticks with me and haunts me to this day is the Princess Mononoke soundtrack. I absolutely love that soundtrack. It is so good. If you have not seen Princess Mononoke, please do yourself a favor. Studio Ghibli is amazing. You need to check that stuff out. It's kind of like anime Disney, if I'm being honest, which is funny because Disney actually has the rights to the Ghibli stuff, the Ghibli lineup of stuff. Any comments you guys want to make on this before we move on to our last topic?
I mean, congrats.
No, not really. Just really impressed with him.
Yeah. All right. So I saw this and it looked neat, especially because it was coming on High Dive, and High Dive is one of the few streaming services that I actually still happily pay for. High Dive revealed at Anime NYC on Saturday the super teaser promotional video and January 2027 debut, and confirmed the television format for the anime adaptation of Kana Yoshimura's Murcielago manga. There's an English version and a Japanese version. High Dive will stream the series exclusively in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. High Dive describes the story Fight Evil with Evil. Kuroko Komori, a former death row inmate chosen through extraordinary legal measures to serve as a state-sanctioned executioner. By her side is her watchdog and partner, Hinaka Tozukura, whose extraordinary driving skills are second to none. As one heinous crime after another lands on their doorstep, the strongest duo takes on the darkness lurking within society. A wildly unconventional, addictively insane, and dangerously intoxicated buddy action series is set in motion. All I had to see was the description, and I was like, fuck it, I'm in. We ball. We ball. That's more or less where I was at on that one. I was like, hell yeah. Any
Very
thoughts
nice.
on this? Any thoughts on this whatsoever, guys, that you want to throw out there?
No, I
thought
actually
this
haven't
sounded
read
like
the
a
manga.
really cool premise.
It does.
Yeah.
I was actually looking it up a little bit.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, wait, what is this? Oh, I'll give this a watch.
Definitely caught my interest. You know, it was. It was there. I was here for it. All right. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything that we've got for this week, guys. There's a lot to go over. As always, guys, you are more than welcome to come back next week. I like having multiple people here. So if you guys want to come back next week and hang with me as we do Anime Church, you are more than welcome. You have a standing invitation. That being said, though, guys, thank you for joining us here at Anime Church. I am happy to say this is the church where you can cosplay and no one will judge you for it. That's right. We judge you based on better things, like how much of an asshole you are. I am your minister of Science and Technology, Richie Roberts. I said that backwards.
I'm Cube of the Cult of Cubes.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's Father Fell.
Sure.
I didn't have anything. Father Fell. Look, Cult of Cube, Father Fell. You know,
we'll figure something out for Fell if they return.
I'm sure I will return next week.
Fell, the father of something. I don't know. You can decide what the hell it
father
is.
Of mishaps. I don't fucking know.
Father of mishaps. Dude, we'll figure something out, man. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.